In the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
It's 2nd and 8.
From the 27, Jackson flushed out right. He's going to take off with it.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And he fires one that's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
First down.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
And a good physical run that time. He's going to wind up gaining 5 on that one.
Eric Wolf there on the stop.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
2nd and 5 at the 9-yard line.
From the 9, 2nd and 5. They'll try the left side. It's Carson, and he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7.
On the carry.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
2 yards on the play. Brings up 4th down.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got daylight. And a very good return as he'll take it all the way up to the 40-yard line.
Wilson.
Oh, Charles, after that interception in the Super Bowl from the 1-yard line, I thought Pete Carroll would run it inside the 5 every time.
Sometimes I wonder if maybe Pete did want to run it inside the 5. But Russell Wilson, you know he's such a competitor that he doesn't want that interception to stand, that maybe he wanted to be in that spot and say, hold it a second, I can throw a touchdown pass. Instead, he's victimized again.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Looking for Snead, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Pete Carroll in that familiar hands-on-knees pose. His guys will go for 2 here.
Push him back. Push him back. Check 48 the box.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And that is going to be caught. And it moves the lead to 8-0.
8. Ravens nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And job 1 here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Big yardage after the catch. That one winds up going for 36. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Jackson. That's caught by the former Sooner, Mark Andrews. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 21 yards away. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. And it's up and good.
Makes the score Seahawks 8, Ravens 7.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah. Will they make up for it? 2nd and 4. They run the counter. Carson, and he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. And it's up and good. That pushes the lead now to 15-7.
Seahawks 15, Ravens 7.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
54, right there. 54, Mike.
Now Jackson on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Baltimore. It's the Ravens in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. L.J. Collier showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. Brought in left side by Snead. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It's now 3rd and 3.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. Got a man, and he hits it in stride. And boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th down with Jackson. Flush to his right. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Jackson on 1st down. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Jackson will throw again. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And they move this all the way down to the 9. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. And Jackson throwing once more. Eluding the pressure right. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal.
13. Let's go. Let's go, D.
To throw again is Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Ingram with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up.
No good. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Jihad Ward able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
There's a little bit of defense right there. Nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They just snuffed out every route that was going. Quarterback never got rid of the football.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
3rd and long. It's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. The ball comes out, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. And the throw there going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And right around the 20, he'll head out of bounds.
At their own 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Under a minute to play here in the half. Time for a late drive.
It makes sense when you think about it. Hey, try and get a field goal, give yourself a lead going into the half. But if you're going to do this...
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
You're trailing. You're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
15-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson flushed out right. To Boyle here over the middle. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. To throw is Jackson. They go screen. This is Ingram. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
Mark Ingram.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. From the gun, Jackson. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. Well, this defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1. And in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone.
Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll run the screen with Carson. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
The kickoff for Baltimore.
The Seahawks trailing, but they will have possession first here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
At their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week on our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Wilson. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
It's 3rd down.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. Now, this is a nice little gift wrap situation as they take over 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. The 40. He's at the 30. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We constantly talk about defenders having great vision and being able to see plays unfold and make their own plays. But you also have to have good feel as well because you can't see everything out there. See the play unfold, feel what's going on, and then get to the right spot and make your own play. And in this case, it turned out to be a highlight one.
It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. This defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
30-yard line.
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. 12 yards the pickup there. Good for a Raven first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Operating from the gun. Jackson eluding the pressure right. This throw caught right around the 6. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A nice Nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Jackson from the gun, he'll throw. Steps away, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Good.
Tucker with the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Marching in for the sack, Matthew Judon.
10 yards.
The job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. The throw over the middle taken in. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 27 yards there, a 1st down.
And the Seahawks.
From the gun, it's Wilson. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle.
To number 16.
Tyler Lockett, 66 yards. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game.
Conversion.
And they just ran the fly route there, didn't they?
You broke it down perfectly. He ends up catching that one and taking it all the way into the end zone.
Well, thanks. It was pretty simple to break down, though. I mean, that's just a guy going, running on the go route, making a play.
Speed,
Kills.
speed, speed. And what does it do?
It kills.
There you go.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze the throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, "Take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me."
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. 1st down. Back now in Baltimore. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th.
30. Seahawks.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 37 yards.
1st and goal at the 40.
To throw is Jackson, operating from the gun. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Ravens will extend their lead.
The kick
The touchdown all set up by the big play, one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
24-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. There's still plenty of time here in the fourth quarter. Just a one-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and two-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Switch. 14.
Looking to throw again on second down. Wilson. And my goodness, another interception. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Second and 4 at the Seahawks' 18-yard line.
To throw again on second down. Jackson, flush to his right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. Flushed out right. He lets it fly for Lockett. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 38. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
First and 10.
The number 7 usually lucky here. Not for him. 7 picks he's thrown in this game. That's only happened 6 times since 1960.
And I know that the most recent time it happened, the guy who threw him, he'd won a Heisman Trophy in college, so sometimes you just have a lousy game. Doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad career, but when you're talking about one game,
now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 48, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6-1, one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Again on second and 10, it's Wilson. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Calais Campbell. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. And that makes them now 0 for 3 on 4th down attempts.
A lot of people would say they're showing a lot of guts going for it this many times on 4th down. I think they'd have to start thinking with their head a little bit more than with their gut and their emotions, because it's not working for them. They've got to figure out what's been going wrong.
And incomplete.
Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Mark Ingram. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
That's good.
3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
The keeper.
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Ingram. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Ingram again.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Bobby Wagner.
Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And I tell you what, I can't remember a defensive performance as good as this one. They seemingly forced turnover after turnover after turnover every time you turned around.
Yeah, you can just keep going with it, can't you? After turnover, after turnover. As this game unfolded, they were doing all the dictating, right? They told the offense exactly how it was going to go down today. So you saw them deflate with every series, didn't you? Every time they ran onto the field, it was slower and slower.
Yeah, I use a dub, I'ma win, I won't lose with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. Yeah, I'ma act a fool with this. I turn the knob, camera assist, I'm incredible. Yeah, came for the dollars, call it basketball.